Now on CoastTV News.
Proposed rental changes in Ocean City, the new ideas that are drawing some ire.
New buildings coming to Georgetown, the next steps for an $18 million project.
Parking changes on Savannah Road have one local brewery worried about business, and the debate is brewing tonight at Town Hall.
Well, we have breezy conditions, but also we have some seriously cold, crashing temps on the way. I'll show you why tomorrow morning is not going to feel comfortable at all.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
More rules for rental homes in Ocean City. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with the Ocean City Council, which is focusing on occupancy limits.
For months, the town of Ocean City has worked on changing regulations for rentals in neighborhoods, and a new occupancy limit is on the table. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe is live in Ocean City. Kevin, people may have to limit their guest list.
Maddie, currently a 200 square foot bedroom can hold up to 3 people. But if these new rules passes, that same room would only be able to hold up 2. And that's not the only thing. Occupancy allowances for rentals in residential and mobile home areas are up for discussion during Tuesday's Ocean City meeting. If the new rule passes, rental homes can have 2 people per bedroom, no matter the size of the room, excluding children 10 and under. John McGathan, the owner of Blue Visita Vacation Rentals, says this would give hotels the advantage.
Hotel rooms could have a 300 square foot amount of space for the entire place, and it can sleep 6 people there. But if you go to a single family house, where some of the houses that we manage, bedrooms can be in excess of 200, even 300 square feet in size, and that bedroom can only accommodate 2 people.
Currently, the amount of people allowed in these areas is determined by the square footage of each bedroom. That would no longer be the case. CoastTV sat down with Ocean City manager Terry McGeehan, who explains why they're looking to make this change.
The main reason was to make it simpler to enforce and simpler to understand. Flat out being a bedroom doesn't matter, not having to go out there and measure how large it is.
McGeehan says this new rule would be enforced if they receive a call that a certain rental is being a disturbance to the community. However, McGathan believes they are trying to make these changes to help other places in town who are losing business to the rentals.
I think there's a bit of a push from the hotel, motel, restaurant industry to try to get this through because it does benefit them.
If passed, McGathan believes owners of the property will try and add more bedrooms to their homes so that they could have more renters stay at once. Now, all this will be discussed during tomorrow's meeting, and the Ocean City Council will decide whether or not to move forward with these rules. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Kevin. There are several other changes also up for consideration. One worth mentioning is the length of stay. If approved, properties in residential areas may only be rented for a minimum of 31 consecutive days, so a month basically. Now, another would require a property manager to be within an hour.
After voters approved an up to $18 million project to build a new public works and police department building, Town Council is preparing to move forward with purchasing land to get the project started. The location of the property, it's across from Dell Tech, and the cost of the project, those are the location and the cost, major concerns for locals. But for Police Chief Ralph Holm, this new building is about safety of his officers and community.
For the officers in this new place, better security, better safety for the officers, better overall security for the movement of the detainee.
Coming up at 6, we look at some of the specifics of this purchase.
Tonight, the city of Milford is considering a new rule to manage marijuana businesses in the city. City Council is meeting to discuss its proposed regulations. That would update the city's zoning code to include marijuana businesses, like stores that sell it, places that grow it, and facilities that make marijuana products. The new rule would set specific guidelines on where and how those businesses can operate. If approved, it will take effect 10 days later.
And here's how Milford has been leaning after recent public hearings, allowing marijuana stores in highway commercial zones, but they must be 500 feet from schools, neighborhoods, and downtown businesses. It also allows for compassion centers, which are nonprofits that distribute medical marijuana to patients and their caregivers. We are following this story right now, and we will have new details coming up at 6. And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what restriction is most important for marijuana businesses?
Let's take a look at the results, and this is anywhere on Delmarva, or the world, you could say. School buffer, so distances from schools, neighborhoods, 34%. Store hours and compassion centers, at the moment, people don't seem to be too concerned about that.
It is the first time we've run the poll. I'm interested to see if any of these numbers are going to change. Go vote if you haven't. You can go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
And leave a comment.
Absolutely. In Lewes, a parking debate continues over what to do on Savannah Road. At a meeting tonight, Lewes City Council is looking to put no parking signs and yellow curb painting from Savannah Road to Drake Knoll Road. The concern centers around bicycle safety. There has been a temporary parking ban in the area for the past few weeks, but the council decision tonight determines whether it will be made permanent. Being one of the only businesses in the directly affected area, the Lewes Brewing Company says they feel singled out.
Once we get busy in the summertime where we would need those parking places, it definitely will be hampering, business and people trying to get in here.
The Lewes Brewing Company started a petition that now has over 280 signatures trying to keep parking on Savannah Road.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Lewes. Beautiful sunset there. Let's check in with our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams. Paul, I was thinking today, very different Monday than we had a week ago this time.
Thank the good Lord. It was really, listen, enough already, right? That's what everybody's saying to me at the grocery store and at the gas station. I don't even get gas. Take a look right now, our Tyndall Casual Furniture in Laurel. We're at 40 degrees with the temperatures staying in the 30s, just slightly above freezing. But guess what? Although we're not going to deal with the snow, we're going to have to deal with the wind, and on top of that, the cold that will accompany it. Right now, we have a small craft advisory in effect for all coastal regions. But starting Tuesday night going into Wednesday, we're going to have a gale wind warning in Slaughter Beach, Broadkill Beach, Lewes, Rehoboth Beach, Indian Beach. This is talking about the winds picking up momentum after today and tonight. By 11 o'clock tonight, the small craft advisory, 25-mile-per-hour winds kick in. And then for Tuesday and Wednesday, we're talking 45-mile-per-hour winds. And, Charlie, that's when the temperatures are going to tank. So on one hand, we have temperatures in the teens. On one hand, we have winds at about 40 miles an hour. And that's going to make for a very cold combination.
We always like Paul. He's not always popular. A wild scene in Lewes today after a car crashed into Surf Bagel. Look at the video here. This was around 12:30 p.m. Delaware State Police say the 81-year-old Lewes woman was driving the car. Apparently, she was trying to park when she hit the gas instead of the brake. The good news, nobody was hurt. Surf Bagel President Matt Patton says business will continue.
We had a little bit of an incident here today at Surf Bagel Lewes. Somebody drove through the front of our building, but we're still open. Thank God nobody was hurt, and we'll remain open while we do some repairs, and we'll be back to normal as quick as possible.
Troopers do say the driver was cited for careless driving.
To California now, where firefighters are poised to turn the tide on a deadly fires, multiple that have almost been burning for a week. But Lee Waldman shows us how extremely critical weather conditions in the hours ahead could slow their momentum or, even worse, reverse it.
We gained no acreage yesterday, which is a very good thing.
LA County's fire chief offering hope in the ongoing battle against multiple fires still burning. The Eden blaze, one of the largest, is now a third contained, and at midday, fire crews were at 14% contained and advancing on the most destructive of the fires, the Palisades. A third blaze, the Hearst, last reported at 95% contained.
We are not in the clear as of yet.
The critical gains could be short-lived. Winds that eased over the weekend are expected to return to dangerously gusty levels now through Wednesday, potentially as high as 70 miles per hour beginning Tuesday.
The entire region needs to be prepared to evacuate.
Repopulation will not occur until all areas are safe.
That message today to those who've already fled, many who've lost everything and now want to see it firsthand.
They need that to file insurance claims. People just wanted to see what was left of their house.
We know that, but we have people literally looking for the remains of your neighbors.
A grim task that's expected to increase the death toll in the days ahead. A 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew remains in effect in fire zones, with officials confirming around 50 arrests so far.
We understand that people want to go back, but it is dangerous to do so, and we will not put anybody's safety at risk.
In Pacific Palisades, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Now, so far, the total acreage burned by the Eaton, Hurst, and Palisades fires is at 60 square miles, and that's an area larger than Paris.
Heading to Washington now, President Biden says Israel and Hamas are inching closer to a potential hostage and ceasefire deal in Gaza. Today, the president announced a final round of talks that are set for Tuesday to work out any remaining issues.
Palestinian people deserve peace and the right to determine their own futures. Israel deserves peace and real security. And the hostages and their families deserve to be reunited. And so we're working urgently to close this deal.
Two Israeli officials say Hamas is expected to release 33 hostages during the first phase of this emerging agreement. A top official says Israel is ready to implement the deal immediately once it is official. Still ahead, new rules in Ocean City regarding parking.
And temperatures are about to start tanking in a serious way. Already this morning, we started off at 17, and that wasn't even close to how low we'll end up going.
The Fenwick icon rebranding, what Warren's Station restaurant is changing to, up next.
Need more space? Build a backyard cottage with Berica Homes. Whether it's for family, guests, or work, our cottages offer the perfect solution. Start planning yours today. Visit bericahomes.com to learn more.
Warm spring days are right around the corner, and Tyndall's has everything you need to create your own outdoor getaway. Browse the latest in outdoor furniture styles arriving now. Planning an outdoor oasis? Visit our showrooms in Laurel and Lewis to custom order for spring and summer arrival. Shop the best manufacturers like Polywood, Casual Comfort, and Telescope, all proudly made in the USA. In-stock furniture is on sale now. We can hold it until spring or take advantage of our white glove delivery service. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
At the Amish Tradesmen, our #1 goal for building your first Amish pole building
is making sure that we're the only crew that you want building your second one.
The Amish have a very good standard that they set, and the Amish Tradesmen really did a great job. After they built my store in Selbyville, I had them do another building at my personal house, and I look forward to doing many more buildings in the future.
What could you do with your new Amish Tradesman pole building?
Built by the Amish Tradesmen.
I've needed a new left hip for about 15 years. The last 2 cortisone shots I got were bone on bone, and they didn't last 6 months. They lasted maybe a month. I was in a lot of pain. The staff at the Joint Surgery Center at Atlantic General Hospital were incredibly helpful. I was back to work 2 days short of a month, which I found amazing. You learn to trust people when you get good care.
Start your journey to relief today. Atlantic General Hospital, expert care every day.
Discover the craftsmanship behind each Berica home. With each factory tour, you'll embark on a 60-minute journey of innovation and precision. Step into a world where your future home comes to life. Call our office to schedule your factory tour today.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Warren's Station restaurant has been running in Fenwick Island for decades, but now the restaurant is going to be changing ownership and rebranding itself to The Station. Along with the name change, renovations are being done inside to give it a new look and to include a bar, something the restaurant has yet to have.
We want to keep the history of the building intact. We want to keep the legacy that the Milford family has with the town and the community, and we want to pay respect to that.
With renovations happening right now, you can expect the station to be open this spring. Also, we will have much more on this story coming up at 6.
Tandem parking just got easier for locals in Ocean City. Private homes and condos will have the ability to stack 2 cars back to back if they have enough space, which would block the front car from getting out, kind of like you see in this image here. Before this change, people and businesses who were looking to have this had to go through the Board of Zoning to get tandem parking approved. But now, all they have to do is follow the guidelines. Now, one person we spoke with said They like the idea of tandem parking, but hope it doesn't cause problems.
The condo owner knows who's going to park them in. I think that's okay. Otherwise, I think it would be quite a complicated situation.
The town hopes by streamlining the approval process, more property owners will adopt the practice, which they hope will ultimately leave more street parking during the summer.
Well, it definitely doesn't feel like summertime at the Bay or anywhere else. We've been trending below the norm for the last 10 days, and guess what? More of that is coming your way.
Hail damages? Call Morse Roofing and Siding.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Does your home need new flooring? At Metro Carpet Guy, we have the best carpet and LVP in stock. Don't forget to mention that LVP starts at $1.99. Oh yeah, he always says that. Cash and carry LVP started at $1.99. Okay, it's my turn. We have tons of pretty carpet options.
Sorry guys, I'm late. I couldn't find my glasses and I'm out of shirts.
That's the Carpet Guy.
Flooring done right.
These hands care for the herd. My hands need to be tough and sensitive. When my hands are dry and cracking, it's hard to do my job. That's why I use O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
And if it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also try our new hand and body lotion.
Cream on the left, one more episode. Cream on the right, we crushed the whole series. Yes! Oh, that was really good. Oreo, stay playful.
Hail damages? Call Morse Roofing and Siding.
Hey, Mildred, you ready for our weekly twister match? Help! 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 Linda, I've slipped and I can't get up. Mercy, Mildred. Swirl me in bubbles and call me a jacuzzi. I told you you should have called Peninsula Bath.
At Peninsula Bath, your safety is our #1 priority because we believe in baths without bruises and showers without surprises.
I'm no longer scared to use my shower. Thank you, Peninsula Bath. Peninsula Bath, ready when you are.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's Classic Rock Station.
I want to make this appeal to you. Please be sure you grab your, what I call your serious jacket or coat, because that's going to be the protocol needed to deal with this week's weather. I'm going to show you why I say that so emphatically. Our gutter helmet camera in Ocean View, we're at 40 degrees, dew point of 26, relatively dry atmosphere actually, and we're going to drop down to the mid-30s with the skies beginning to clear out. Now that's a hint as to just how cold it's going to be. Here, let me give you the spoiler alert right now. We're under a small craft advisory, 25-mile-per-hour winds that kicks in at 11 o'clock tonight. Starting tomorrow, the wind chills are going to drop to single digits. Got that? See, that's what I was talking about as far as the serious coat or jacket is concerned. And then after that kicks in, then the gale winds kick in. We're looking at 40-mile-per-hour winds kicking in Tuesday night going into Wednesday. Gale wind watch and warning in effect for the Cambridge area. And not just there, but we have that concern for us, Slaughter Beach, as well as throughout all of the coastal regions. We're looking at winds between 30 to even 40 miles per hour. Looking at 42 temperatures are in the 40s. Now, what's going to happen to us is that the wind chill is going to kick in. Quick little tutorial. Our bodies lose heat through convection. However, with little to no wind, that layer of heat remains with us and it keeps us warm. So 20 degrees feels like 20 degrees. Now, here's the challenge for the next couple of days. You see, what's going to happen is we're going to have the winds that will begin to strip away that little wonderful layer of warm air over us. So if we're at 20-mile-per-hour winds at 20 degrees, it could feel as low as, let's say, 4 degrees. Now, why am I setting you up with this? Because now here comes the reality check. It's going to feel like 12 Tuesday by mid-morning. By Wednesday morning, we're going to feel like 3 degrees. Did you catch that? 3. Then for Thursday, it's going to feel like 3 to 4 degrees again. And Friday's not going to be much better. So bottom line here is tonight, 23 degrees, mostly clear, falling temps with winds out of the southwest. Tomorrow, morning temps in the teens and the winds picking up momentum, gusting at 25 miles per hour or a little bit more, depending on if you're closer to the water or not, 33. And then for Wednesday, partly sunny skies, 32, still staying really uncomfortably cold. Finally, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. And I think that this is a rather accurate depiction of what we're expecting. Just flat out cold Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday.
Paul, thank you. Well, it's been a week since the massive snowstorm came across Delmarva, and the city of Rehoboth is sharing its stats on cleanup efforts from Public Works. Get this, the city says 96,000 pounds of salt was used, along with 7 snow plows to help clear the streets.
Tonight in Kent County, an increased focus on transportation safety. Right now, the planners in Dover are creating an action plan with the goal of reducing deadly crashes and injuries for all people driving, walking, and biking in that area. Officials are asking for help to identify locations in Kent County where safety improvements would be most beneficial. If interested in helping out, there's a public meeting happening now until 7 p.m. at the Modern Maturity Center in Dover. Coming up, a new report explains what led to a listeria outbreak in a popular deli meat and cheese. Stay tuned on CoastTV News at 5.
Start the new year by adding value and function to your kitchen.
No cabinet tear-out needed.
With Paul Davis, skip the hassle of a full remodel and get your dream kitchen now.
We reface your cabinets with 5 layers of high-quality hardwood and your choice of color.
That's new doors, drawers, and hardware, all for half the cost of a full remodel.
Completed in as little as 3 days.
Right now, get half off labor, a free microwave, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call now to beat the spring rush.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best.
Pete went to the dentist. He showed them a black spot that he noticed inside his cheek. The dentist said it was probably nothing. Maybe he just bit his cheek and got a blood blister. Months went by, Pete wasn't feeling well, and another doctor told him that black spot was cancer. The dentist had failed to diagnose the cancer when it was most treatable. Failing to diagnose is one of the most common types of malpractice cases. If you or a family member have been the victim of medical carelessness, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach has been serving award-winning Italian food since 2008. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves traditional and coastal Italian cuisine, pairing Mediterranean flavors with fresh seafood and local produce. Lupo has an extensive all-Italian wine list, monthly wine dinners, and a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Popular dishes include chicken parmesan, lobster bucatini, and veal meatballs. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and open 7 days a week. See you soon.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawlspace experts.
Inadequate sanitation at a Virginia food plant. That is what was largely to blame for last year's multi-state listeria outbreak, according to a report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Boar's Head started recalling products linked to listeria concerns in July 2024 and closed the plant a few months later. According to the CDC, 10 people died from eating the tainted food and dozens of others in 19 states got sick.
In consumer news, Kohl's is closing 27 stores across more than a dozen states as it looks to improve profits. That's a small fraction of the struggling retailers. More than 1,100 stores that were listed as underperforming.
Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 5:30, South Dorchester will play against Colonel Richardson in boys basketball, and at 10:30, the final score. On the DSN Plus app at 5:30, Y-High at Mardella in boys basketball. Then at 6, Delaware High School, that's wrestling between Howard and Hodgson.
Coming up this morning, a new chapter began on the Today Show. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Our crawl space was really damp, it was really dirty, and it smelled really bad. Working with the Bennett Termite team was easy. I'm very satisfied with their promptness to get here and get the project done. Our home has been super dry since it's been encapsulated. Our heating and our HVAC bills have improved. It's a huge return on your investment, and overall, it's just really something nice that you can do for your home. If I had to give somebody one piece of advice, I would say call Bennett Termite. You won't regret it.
Why just dream of paradise when you can live in one? With a new in-ground pool from Pools & Spas Unlimited of Milford, you can turn your backyard into a personal oasis. We design and custom build every pool to fit your vision, whether it's vinyl, fiberglass, or concrete. From residential retreats to commercial wonders, we do it all. And with a transferable warranty, you can dive in with confidence. So why not make a splash and upgrade your backyard with Pools & Spas Unlimited of Milford?
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Bath by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory-certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Hi, this is Amber Brazier. Welcome to Brazier's Carpet Care. Drop off your rugs today or have us pick them up and let our state-of-the-art cleaning plant do the rest. Many methods are used to clean rugs, from air dusting to remove fine soil to soaking in our whirlpool. Hand-knotted rugs are carefully washed, rinsed with cold water and wrung out, followed by a trip through the centrifuge before entering our controlled temperature drying room. We also repair all types of rugs from braided to hand-knotted. Quality cleaning by people who care. That's Brazier's Carpet Care.
Coming up new on Coast TV News at 6, after a long break thanks to the holidays and snow, schools across Delmarva back in business.
Longtime news anchor Craig Melvin slid into the chair next to Savannah Guthrie as co-anchor of Today. Melvin has been part of the Today team since 2018, and each morning you can catch Craig and Savannah starting at 7 a.m. right here on Coast TV.
All right, now let's take a look at how cold we're going to be. Listen, in Dover right now we're at 43, but you can see the snow still very much present because it just simply hasn't been warm enough to melt anything away, and that's not happening anytime soon. We'll drop to 35, mostly clear skies by 9 o'clock. Small craft advisory kicks in for 11 o'clock tonight, meaning we're looking for 25-mile-per-hour winds for all coastal regions throughout Delmarva. Then it gets even breezier than that for Tuesday. Our umbrella winner, Vivian Allen of Lewes, congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Your forecast is available for you with a simple phone call, 443-880-9100, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Listen, folks, I want to make this real plain. Flat out cold. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then someone had to ask me, well, what about next week? Same situation, part 2.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
I was that somebody. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
You just got back. Inside Edition is up next.
We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.